Most people are absolutely terrified of being alone. Do you know why? Not because solitude is painful, but because it forces you to sit with your own thoughts. So instead, many people stay in relationships that slowly drain them. They stay with someone who disrespects them, someone who misunderstands them, someone who makes them feel small, anxious, or constantly uncertain. And they convince themselves it's still better than being alone. But here's the question most people avoid asking. Is companionship really worth it if it slowly costs you your peace? Because being with the wrong person doesn't remove loneliness, it just disguises it. Psychologists often talk about something called emotional loneliness, the feeling of being deeply unseen or misunderstood, even when you're sitting right next to someone. And strangely enough, many people feel more alone in the wrong relationship than they ever would by themselves. You can share a bed with someone every night and still feel like nobody truly knows you. You can talk to someone every day and still feel like you're speaking a language they refuse to understand. That kind of loneliness is quiet, but it slowly erodes your confidence, your energy, and your sense of self. Because over time, you begin to adapt. You speak less honestly. You shrink parts of your personality. You stop expressing certain thoughts because you already know they won't be heard. And eventually, you don't even recognize the version of yourself that's left. But here's the truth most people never say out loud. Loneliness isn't the absence of people. It's the absence of connection. And connection cannot be forced. You cannot negotiate respect. You cannot convince someone to value you. And you cannot build a healthy relationship with someone who benefits from misunderstanding you. So sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is step away. Not because you hate the other person, but because you respect yourself enough to stop settling for emotional starvation. Being alone isn't always easy. There will be quiet evenings, moments of doubt, days where you wonder if you made the wrong choice. But solitude has one powerful advantage the wrong relationship never will: clarity. When you're alone, your mind becomes quieter. You begin to rediscover what you actually enjoy, what you value, what kind of people truly belong in your life. And something interesting starts to happen. You stop chasing attention. You start protecting your peace. You stop tolerating behavior that once felt normal. Because once you've experienced the calm that comes from not constantly managing someone else's moods, it becomes very difficult to return to chaos. This is why many people who learn to be comfortable alone become extremely selective about who they allow into their lives. Not because they hate people, but because they've finally realized something important. A relationship should add to your life, not slowly subtract from it. It should feel like partnership, not emotional labor, like growth, not survival. And when you understand that, something shifts. Being alone no longer feels like failure. It feels like self-respect. So if you've been wondering whether being alone is better than being with the wrong person, consider this. The right relationship will never require you to abandon your peace just to keep it. And until that kind of connection appears, sometimes the healthiest place you can be is standing firmly on your own. And that's something many people only realize when they finally decide to think again. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.